I was a kid growing up, my daddy told me that knowledge is useless unless it's shared. And I never paid attention to that when I was growing up. I'm smarter than everybody else, you know. And the further I go in this journey, the more I learn how dumb I really am. And those Argentinians made a comment not long ago about knowledge is worthless unless it's shared. And you get to thinking about that. If you don't pass something on, it's going to be dead. Ortega took a lot of his stuff with him, people that we all looked up to. So bear that in mind here the next 4 days, what I just said, that knowledge is worthless unless it's shared. So here we are, and there's a pretty darn good group here. So much talent in this room that I'm just totally in awe of some of the people here, the talent that's here, not only in bit making, braiding, the whole cowboy deal, the whole deal. And I'm really proud to know a good many of you, and it's an honor to have you all here. About 5 years ago, I was sitting in my chair, which is famous because I sat in it a lot. And my dad and I were charter members of the Rawhide Braiders Association. I was going through the plat, and I have every issue, and I was going through there and said, you know, all these old people died, and it's no more. And I said, you know, we need to start this again, because there's a lot of interest in the braiding and everything, you know, and so let's get it going. Y'all have already paid your 2016 dues with your $50 here and your meal ticket and everything. So we've got this many members in our association already. And with Facebook and Instagram and all that, we can have a little newsletter, monthly newsletter. Somebody can get on there and write a little something about how they straighten a button, how they do this, how they do that, so we can keep this deal going and we can get it going for next year.
So my name is Sonny Miller, and I'm very proud and very humbled to have you men and women here in this room this morning. Titles don't mean a whole lot around here. We wear a lot of different hats. If you don't think you're at Cowboy Disneyland, just wait till you experience a little bit more of what's going to go on these next 3 or 4 days. But as Clint mentioned, you guys are part of a pretty historical moment in the eyes of Mr. David Isham, who is the owner of the NRS Ranch. We're sitting under a 100,000 square foot roof that was constructed back in 2001 when we broke ground here. And it was David Isham's vision. It was part of what can we do for the Western industry? How do we improve it? So over the last basically 14 years, we have had all kinds of clinics here at the training center. When Clint came to me this past spring and said, hey, we sat down one day at lunch and he told me about a concept, and then I too shared the vision that David and I had about being able to bring in rawhide braiders, leather crafters, saddle makers, bit makers, spur makers. So when Clint had his first gathering last year in the fall of 2014, I believe he had 8 people over there at his shop at Crum at the ranch, and just the natural progression of 2 cowboys sitting around, we decided that the thing to do was have the gathering here. So this year he's got 30 plus people. The association is going to be wonderful for the industry. The talent that I've witnessed here this week and the teaching that will come forth onto this DVD, it's phenomenal. The talent that these men and women have and the desire. Horsemen, make sure that that boselle hangs right on that horse's nose. Make sure that that set of romail feels exactly right in that rider's hands. Whether it's a Hall of Fame legend like Clint Haverty, or whether it's that weekend warrior that just wants to go and do the very best they can. We're very proud here at NRS Ranch, the new destination. We invite everybody out to Decatur. We're located about 5 miles south of town. We're sitting on about 360 deeded acres and 1,200 acres total with the lease ground that we have put together. We have bunkhouses, cabins. Bring your family, come and stay. We have the cookhouse. Miranda and the crew does a great job. Everybody, we probably should put in a weight gain program is what we should do, because everybody talks about how much weight they gain. 2 pounds ain't a lot, but when they come and they get their hearts filled and their minds filled, and you're able to mix several days with the good touch of a horse and with the great instruction, just as these folks have enjoyed here this year, it really does change your life. We've got our new store open up on top of the hill. I call it and tell folks, welcome to Cowboy Disneyland. 93,000 square feet for a store, warehouse, corporate offices. It's quite the sight to see. We're fortunate to have the grand opening just a couple of weeks ago. Very blessed. For someone to understand that 50 years from now, 250 years from now, you can still stick a toe in a stirrup, put that leg over that horse's back. It's pretty special stuff. Come share your time with us.